No, I didn't, because I fucking talked to him in person. I literally said, like, yeah, we'll be playing. It's this Sunday. Never a message, never nothing. And you know what? No, I'm not putting forth that effort. Because you know what? That's going to be more work on my shoulders in the end. I'm going to have to work his character in a weird spot, because I had planned for you guys to meet him at this point, but like I've come up with a story.
Went to school with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've come up with a plot line that like I'm rolling with today, and that's it. So
you already used your one Deus Ex Machina on Ravenchuck, so
yeah. Yeah, literally a Deus Ex Machina of boom, here you are. All right. You know what we're gonna do? I just have to change one thing.
So I'm looking in the chat. Which is the cat thing that your rod has now?
It is the one that's the Felurose. Let me delete that other
like
one because it's
Felurose.
Oh. Yeah, it's the Felurose. It's the one. It's the one that's basically a Tigger.
Yeah,
Whoa.
giant long tail.
Can't say that. Can't say that.
That's their word.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh.
And just like that, we're banned on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
Again.
I mean, I didn't say anything.
Again.
All right. So, quick recap from last session. The group had finished off the orcs that were attacking the caravan, and then you began to explore the caravan. During this time, you guys found a small box with a spellcasting focus, a stuffed animal of a cat with a ribbon attached to its tail, and a journal. Through this, you discovered that this stuff belonged to a family that was supposedly living up in Lonely Wood. That they had they had moved up there some time ago, and that with the events that were going on in the recent times, they had decided to leave Icewind Dale in order to go to warmer and safer climates. And they had cited the inciting incident that led them to this was the fact that they said that Marcus had died.
Yeah, because of the white moose.
Right.
That of warlock.
Yeah. So that was the information that you guys got there. You then headed off to Bryn Shander, where you made your way to the Temple of a Monitor. Along the way, you did a charcoal etching to figure out that that there was some ritual to be performed with the cat and the spellcasting focus that needed the combination of what you assumed was love, life, and electricity. Once you guys got to Bryn Shander, you made your way to the Temple of a Monitor, where you met Michonne and Copper Knobberknocker. After speaking with them, or after introducing yourself to Michonne, she told Copper to go and clean up the room that he had his work stuff in order to allow you guys room to stay there while you were going to be in Bryn Shander. And Gerard and Kyra went up there to ask him about the spell and about the ritual, to which point he got super excited and was more than willing to assist you guys in the pursuing of this ritual, which you did. And through that, you were able to animate the stuffed animal into the Felurose. Gerard was then able to speak to it, and as the cat's innate
Gesundheit.
Oh, you heard that?
I
No,
didn't.
I saw it.
As the cat's senses came to it, it was very clear that it was looking for its family, and it had asked about them, and then Gerard had asked about, if it had a name, and he said Marcus, and that's where we ended it. Now
Hijacking my NPCs.
What's that?
Yeah, hijacking my NPCs.
That's right. Don't you
Yeah,
forget
it's
it.
really weird. In his flashbacks, I just kept seeing I kept seeing the gates of heaven and then brought back to earth, and the gates of heaven brought back to.
Just let me die.
The
No!
MCC's there.
It's like, I just want to die. No, I can't let you.
You have to tell us more stuff.
Yeah, that was it. I just wanted more information. Didn't care what. Did not care what.
That was in the first session.
It was in the first session. Yeah, it was. I remember it very vividly.
Me too.
That
We set off.
that should have been the prelude to what was to come.
We set Azazel's alignment like very early on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah, that was it.
Helpful to a fault.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I sent him to hell.
Yes, you did.
Good time.
And
I'll do
all
it
that
again
stuff,
too.
all that stuff was like between. I mean, going to this campaign. Those visions and all that. That was between Gerard and the cat, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So that would be up to Gerard to actually mention that. That's entirely up to him.
Kyle is going
I-
to say, Gerard, I've never seen an animal like that. What's it called?
Oh God, you're making me say it because of my speech impediment, you asshole.
No, I'm being in character.
Would I know what it's called?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You would not know that it had a name. This is not something you've ever seen. So
I literally just know it as Marcus.
you just know that its name is Marcus.
I would just be like, I've never seen anything like this. All I know is he said his name is Marcus, and at this point, I would then explain the visions that I saw when I connected with the Tigger. That's what I'm just going to call it from here on out, the Tigger.
Yeah.
Oh.
You you look over, you look in look across Copper's room, and there's like a gun with a trigger, and then there's like a big sign right next to it that has like a -R, and you're like, Tigger. Get it? Because of a trigger.
Yeah. I was going to say, sorry, I started laughing. I think all I saw pop up on my screen was Groff mounting the walrus rolled a 26.
God damn it.
Oh my god. The upset reality.
Oh.
Why do you have a +6 to mounting the walrus? It's a con save. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It is mounting you.
Well, this is all very fascinating. I'm glad, Gerard, you have a new companion, but don't suppose we should get this room in ship shape, right, Copper?
Copper's like looking at this thing, just like, that was fascinating. Do you have another?
Don't think we can conjure up another.
What about Niroguri?
You have another? He's like rubbing his hands
yeah.
together greedily.
Yeah, I have another animal companion. Yeah, I have another animal companion, but I don't think I have another one to create.
So we're not So we're not doing another ritual?
I don't suppose,
No.
at least not at the moment.
Damn.
At least that, as far as I'm aware, we don't have any more stuffed animals or crystal orbs or some such possessions of past wizards.
Well, if you find anything else, feel free to bring it back to me, and I mean, we'll do it right. That was exhilarating.
Tyra, there is that ritual that popped up in the back of your book. He might be able to make heads or tails of it.
Oh, that is right. I'll take out that book and show him that page. Do you suppose you can cast this spell from the book?
Uh,
He
that
ha-
was
Yorad here has had previous companions, but they've perished in battle. But
I
supposedly
think
this spell is supposed to bring them. Oh wait, that's only for the cave. I forgot.
right.
yeah,
Uh,
only in the cave.
Yep,
If I
yep,
was
yep.
gonna say maybe he could at least explain it a bit better, like I don't, because I know Lucas originally said we have to wait a while, but I'm thinking maybe if he
it's
can explain some of it or something.
I think the reason why you had to wait is because it is based on a spell that that is a higher level than what Kyra can cast.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that was why you couldn't cast it at the moment. Trying to remember what exactly it was. I don't believe it was Find Familiar.
You based it on it, like find companion or
Yeah,
revive
Yeah,
companion.
like revive companion
What-
or something like that.
what level spell can you? So it's a third level spell. I know that. Conjure animals. It's Conjure Companion. It's based on a third level spell. So
What I have is reanimate companion according to this session.
well, yeah, that's just the name of it.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. That is a good idea, but as far as I can tell from this spell, it works only on that brazier in the cave.
Yeah, that does make sense.
We'll
Huh.
get there, my friend. We'll get there. We just need to spend more time
Adventuring.
gaining experience as adventurers.
Speaking of leveling up.
Speaking of
Level 6. All right.
speaking of quests that will give you levels and experience, while this was all going on, back down on the main floor, I know that I had mentioned that Wu, Groff, and Smith were overhearing some of the folks down there, talk about the events that have been going on up in Caer Konig, where the town master was acting very strange, and that people haven't seen him, and that there were strange people going in and out of his dwellings recently. While you started hearing some noises coming from upstairs, Miss Shawn actually walks up to the three of you. And you can see that for a few minutes, she was sort of like standing off to the side, like hesitating to want to approach you guys. But she said, she walks up and she goes, I'm sorry to bother you about this, but your friend who went upstairs, she said that you had helped save Keegan, correct? Or sorry, Garrett. Garrett.
Who is she addressing?
She's addressing the three of you.
Me and who else?
Wu and Smith.
And
Okay.
they all nod silently.
Sorry, but
We
she
did
says,
that.
she said, yes, you rescued Garrett, Keegan's husband, my cousin's husband.
I don't really recognize cousins, but yeah, we did.
Well, you seem like capable adventurers, and I was just wondering, since I'm going to be putting you up for, the time that you're here, I was wondering if you might be willing to look into something that I have been wanting to get to, but with everything that's going on, I wouldn't be able to leave here, and I don't honestly think I would be the best person to go and look into this.
Would you be a little clearer, Lassie?
Yes. A long time ago, there was a temple that the followers of a Monitor and of, she sort of looks to the side, and Lathander, as well. 2 separate gods. Let us not forget. And also Pelor. It was Smith. Smith standing there. Smith standing there hears Pelor, and like something pings in his mind, where he's just like, "Yes."
He reaches for a pamphlet. He does not have one. He does not know why he does this.
He just like his mind wants to go like, "Yeah, help you on an adventure. Yeah, bro, sure, bro, sure." She says, there used to be a temple not too far from here. Just a short walk to the southeast. But many years ago, the inhabitants were run out of it, and it was taken over by a monster of, well, they claimed that it was a frozen devil, whatever that would be. With everything that's going on, I wonder if there is anything left in there from the old worshippers. Anything that we might be able to use in this fight that you all seem to be going on that I want to be a part of. I'm doing what I can here in Bryn Shander. I want to see the sun find its rightful place in the sky over Icewind Dale once again. And I was just wondering if you would be able to go and see if there's anything there.
So you want us to go investigate some old temple?
Yes.
Seems easy enough.
I'm willing to give you some gold that I've set aside. If anybody ever, came about for this, I was hoping that I might be able to pay them. I don't have much. I have about 15 gold. That's all I can really afford. But the temple, who knows? I mean, I've heard of adventurers going into temples all across the lands of Faerun and coming out with treasures beyond Wild.
Will there be any trophies inside of there, do you know?
I cannot say. I've never traveled there myself. I've heard the rumors, and I've collected what information I could about where its whereabouts might be. And she hurries over to the side where she has a desk, starts flipping through it, and then finds this map that leads to...
I guess the trophies he's more talking about is like...
Oh, I know what you're...
okay.
Yeah, believe me, I'm well aware of what you're talking about. To
7
that
pounds of beef jerky.
To that information, she would not know. If there were things to kill and take.
To further gain his reputation.
Right.
In a bounty hunter, monster hunter killer.
Yeah, I love the fact that you have dug into. I love the fact that you have dug into Monster Hunter over Bounty Hunter so much more, and I love it. I love it so much. I mean, bounty. Yeah, you
to your Witcher.
Yeah, you can definitely. It definitely can be a thing. Not saying it can't. Okay, so this is going to be really rough because I know this map isn't going to show up right for you guys. Because it's just going to be a blank.
Is it the snowfield map?
No, it's not that. If it shows up at all, is that showing up at all for you guys?
I see a red
resources.
I see a red drawing and a yellow drawing and blackness.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
we're down a bird.
So we're going. Oh no.
Wait, I'm fine.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're here?
Discord shut down on me for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I'm just listening to the thunder get closer.
I thought something happened to everybody else. That was weird.
Oh no, we're here. Okay, I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you.
All right.
I see him.
That's fucking. All right. You know what? Life is easier if I do it a different way.
I still see the red square and the yellow square, if that matters. They're
You
not
sh-
squares, but
You should see. Do you not see anything else other than that?
no, I see the full map with the glacier lake and everything else. Now I see Bryn Shander.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, you should see Bryn Shander. Okay.
Shander, I hardly know her.
Eh.
Oh.
All right. So here we go. Throw it in here. So many things open on my screen.
Better get another device.
Dude, I got 4 freaking monitors going on.
Need a fifth one, it sounds like.
There's an app you can download for your iPad, turn it into a monitor.
I'm very well aware of that, but don't you have to pay a subscription for that?
Not if you use a wire.
True. Not planning on doing that though.
Just get a big lightning cable, you'll be fine.
Ones?
I feel like I missed something. What's going on?
I'm showing you a map. I'm gonna put it in Rime. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. There you go. That red dot. It's just so much easier for me to do it that way because I can't. It's so much data to bring up the full map.
But now our steady streamers can't see it.
Oh man. Oh damn.
And our one viewer, that's probably just Lucas.
Probably.
Hello,
Oh man,
all
I've
of
dropped
my
2,000.
subscribers.
I've dropped 2.5% of my frames. Dang.
I
that's
wouldn't watch you.
crazy.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch me either.
Like what, south? Would you call that south or southeast-ish?
Southeast.
Southeast-ish.
Yeah. She tells you that there is a glacier, or that sorry, not a glacier, but there's like a mountain down there that, you know, when this happened years ago, it was encased in ice. There is a pathway that leads up to it from what she has heard. She says, I still hold hope that there's something there that can help us. Something there that, even if it's just some inspiration to the people of Icewind Dale, to give them hope that the sun will return once again.
Oi, lads, she says we can get inspiration points if we go to this temple.
I knew that was coming.
Nice. Oh God.
Well, Groff, for one, is willing to help out.
We will help out. We will also ask about how long would this trip to the temple be?
She pauses and thinks for a moment while the DM pulls up his piece of paper.
Something that he didn't think we would ask.
No,
According to that image, it looks like maybe 2 hours.
Well, is that 2 hours walking or 2 hours on a sled?
Oh.
No, it's like 1 mile. It's like 1 mile out of town. So that means if you guys are traversing through the snow on foot with snowshoes, which you all have, it's going to take you about an hour to get there. So it's actually
have to go to the temple again.
She wants you to go to the temple to see if... So it used to be a temple to a Monitor, to Lathander and Pelor, the gods of the sun. And she has hope amongst hope that there is something there that can either help with the situation that they're in, you know, something to bring forth the sun. And on top of that, even if it is something that is just, you know, something from the gods of the sun, something that can inspire people, because there's a lot of people that are losing hope in this day and age.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
I'll give it help.
okay. Alrighty then. So it's
It
about
almost
that.
feels like he's compelled to. He heard Paylor and he's just being forced to.
Pelor? Yes, Lord.
I bet I can find some pamphlets there. That'll
Oh.
give people inspiration.
Yeah. All right. So, as she's saying that, as you all agree, she says, "Well, I thank you so much. Anything we can do in this time for one another. Here, I have some of. I can give you some of these for helping me out." And she goes over to this rack that is next to the staircase, and she starts pulling out some of these vials, and you recognize them as potions of health. And she has 4 of them in her hands, and as soon as she starts pulling them down, you hear this rumbling from upstairs. There's a bit of a flash of light from underneath the door that sort of blinks out for a quick second, and she ends up dropping 2 of them, and she's like, no, what is going on up there? And
Oops.
she sets the other 2 down. You see there's a few of the patrons there, they stand up and they go over and start picking up the glass, and she...
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Can I make a reaction to try to grab it from falling and saving the 2 vials?
What do you have as a reaction to do that?
I'm just is there?
He's just trying to use
Oh,
his
no.
extraordinary reflexes.
I will say this. I'll say if you can pull off a nat 20 on a dexterity saving throw, sure.
Don't you have the cloud thing? What if you made the cloud
That's
thing?
only for an attack.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
no.
attack, yeah.
No. You're standing there. You're watching her, and she, you see that flash and everything. She drops them, and as she's walking up the stairs, you go, oh. And it's been a solid 10 seconds that she's already upstairs. The cloud rune is whenever it's an attack. But
the only other thing I could think of would be lie down on your stomach and then you lie down on your stomach, then grow in size so that you shoot forward.
Yes.
Try to get
Try
under
its
it.
might. And
There you
just back up to me.
Oh man.
Hey, Jared, that storm's by me now.
Jared. Jared.
Oh no! Fucking stormy summer, man.
Yeah, power just flickered.
Oh my god.
Oh, we know.
Hey, Justin,
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. All I did was
cleaned
I
up a
just
little bit,
switched
so.
it.
Okay.
I just switched it over to data instead of Wi-Fi. Worst case scenario, I don't see the map.
Dang.
We'll be fine.
All right. So with that, she storms up the stairs and she throws open the door, and she sees the 3 of you standing around there. And you have this cat thing, and she's like, "What is going on? I thought you were coming up here to clean." And
we discovered a medical artifact on our travels, and we had an idea on how to use it, and we used it successfully.
oh, okay.
Ta-da!
That's fascinating.
Gerard just kind of gestures to the cat next to him and goes, "This is Marcus."
Yes, pleasure to meet you, Marcus. Okay. Don't necessarily know how to take all this.
With a grain of salt.
But yes, why don't we get this room cleaned up together? And she looks over.
We're just about to get to that.
Okay, well, we can work on it together. She looks over at you, Gerard, and Kyra, and she says, "I asked your friends downstairs. I have a bit of a request for the lot of you with a situation that I feel might bring some hope back to Icewind Dale."
Of course. Music and mayhem are up for any kind of job.
Not bad. Not bad.
You're not even there.
Erard just scratches the back of his head.
myself.
He breaks
He
his
just
head
scratches
off.
the back of his head after hearing that. Just goes. I mean, it's the least we can do. You're letting us stay here, so
Yes,
we
of
can
course.
fulfill your request.
Yes, I'll let them explain it to you. She says, yes, well, I'll explain to you, the situation while we clean up. So over the next few minutes,
Sounds
you
like
got,
a montage.
yeah, over the next few minutes, you guys go through, start cleaning up the room, and she explains the exact same thing, that she
Just for
explained to the,
RP, I would like to use unseen servant as
oh,
part of the
absolutely.
Neoguri takes a vial, he pours it into his flask, sniffs it, pours his flask out, grabs another vial.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
make a cocktail.
you see, Copper, he watches what you do, Kyra, and goes, hey, that's the ticket. He casts the same spell. Yeah, so she explains to you guys the situation.
All I can do is make Neoguri help out. The cat has paws. It doesn't
That's
have thumbs.
Well, you see,
There's a long ass tail though.
I'll say, yeah, you see the cat like using its tail like in a prehensile manner, and it's like it's like moving stuff around. You can see that it's actually its tail is fairly dexterous. Once you guys get that all set up, she goes over to a small storage closet and she gets together a few cots and sets them up in the room. So you guys have this room up here on the orange square of where you guys can rest and relax outside of the elements, and it's fairly warm since it's on the second floor. And the room that it is above is the room that has that is like the living. It's like the general living quarters for those that stay there, where there is a nice fireplace. So there's like the chimney coming up through it. So it's very warm up in here.
Excellent. Nice and cozy.
Yeah. I could use a long rest.
Yeah. Well, it is pretty late. We're approaching nighttime, right? So like 5 o'clock.
It's always nighttime.
I was gonna say, it's so late at about 3:30.
Yeah.
I'll put it at 4 o'clock.
Erard will say to the group, "Do you want to check out town, see if we need to get supplies or whatever, and we can just venture to the temple tomorrow morning?"
Yes, I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell.
It's definitely a good idea. My medical reserves are definitely running low.
And this will give me more time to talk with Marcus and figure out everything too.
Marcus to the group.
Oh, yeah. This is where Erard will be like, so the loud flash and everything else in the stuffed animal, we were kind of correct. This is Marcus.
Does
They
he have a
just see the
price on his
cat.
head?
You're like,
No, he does not. Drew.
What
The
does he
poor
taste like?
thing was murdered by a giant ass white moose, which I'm sure has a huge price on its head.
oh my god.
Didn't we see the white moose
No,
prior?
no, you guys.
No, those were deer.
Yeah, those were deer. There was elk that were, and there was one with glowing antlers. But this is a big ass moose.
Yeah, and the elk basically told me if I move, I die.
Kinda.
We're just passing through, so if you try preventing us, you're next. Okay.
All right, so we got our room set up with enough beds and everything, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm down to explore the city a little bit. We still got a little bit of daylight, or twilight rather.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, Wu has a bunch of stuff he needs to sell, so.
Okay.
Everybody's stock up on rations too.
Yeah, so if you guys are just wanting to do some purchasing, Let me know what you guys want
Shopping
to.
spree.
Yeah, let me know what you guys want to stock up on. So to get some specifics, Woo, what is it that you are selling?
Wu is selling 2 great axes, 2 javelins, crude chainmail, 2 hide.
Oh, from the orcs. I was like, where the hell did
Oh,
stuff.
Jesus.
I forgot about the orcs.
Yeah,
Okay.
Erard's gonna be selling a hide as well because I can't use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wu is wearing the crown of many arrows.
Okay.
So I saw you put that in there because I was like, wait,
Yep.
he has this now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Lucas added it. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Cool. Let me pull up this table then.
Actually, is there? I don't want to say a blacksmith because that's not really where I would take the hide or whatnot. Essentially, I'm trying to find somebody that maybe could convert the medium armor into light armor, if that makes
Armor.
sense.
like it.
Or
Tanner?
at least be like, hey, can I trade this hide in for
So
something that
you're looking
I
for a
can use?
tanner then?
Yeah. I know there's a storm and you don't like storms.
Wait, okay, 2 great axes, 2 javelins.
Come here.
What else?
Crude chainmail, 2 hide.
Crude chain, nail, and 2 hide. Okay. And Gerard, you were asking about having what turned into what?
Like, I guess essentially it would be kind of closer to a tailor to where it'd be like, hey, can I trade this hide in to maybe lower the price of something better quality than what I'm wearing? Like, I'm trying to get better armor, but I can only wear light, and what I have right now is medium.
What do you have?
So I'm like trying.
Oh, you have leather.
I have hide.
You have basic leather.
Yeah. I have basic
okay.
leather, and then I have the medium armor of hide, but
Yeah. We'll say that there's an armor. Actually, it's gonna be the blacksmith.
okay.
So
Blacksmith deals with metal and leather.
yeah, he's multi-talented. No, I'm kidding. So he is actually a blacksmith. So we'll say that you guys you guys saw the blacksmith that was out there earlier, and you figure, Woo, that's going to be your best chance to sell your blades, to sell the great axes and the javelins. So you guys head over there to the Black Iron Blades Smithy and Outfitter. This is as you guys approach it, you realize that it's a combination shop and smithy that stands on the north side of the main square. You see that there is a large barrel-chested dwarf standing there at the forge. Let me see my picture here. And he has mutton chops galore.
They called me. No, that doesn't work here. You went to high school with me. Never mind.
I also had bigger sideburns than anyone in this room.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I mean, I would hope you had bigger sideburns than your dogs and maybe Kaylee in that room.
well,
I wasn't gonna say it, but
so yeah, we'll say that you guys approach, and there's a fair amount of people that are standing around. Like I said, just much like before, there's a fair amount of people that are standing around that are just more or less warming up at the forge, and they're chatting away with one another. And when you walk up, you see that the dwarf at the forge. He looks over and tells a few of those that are just standing around. He's like, "Get the fuck out of the way! I got customers." And they look over and sort of give you a bit of a side eye as he makes his way over to you. "Hey, haven't seen your faces around here. What can I help you with?"
You want to start, Will?
I've got a few items I'd like to sell and see what else you had for in your wares, and then ask you a couple other questions later on.
All right. What do you got?
I've got 2 great axes, 2 javelins, chainmail, and 2 hide that we killed from a band of orcs.
You're carrying all this with you?
I am.
You're a lunatic. All right, let me take a look at it. Keep the hide and the chainmail. If you want to try and sell that, or it says keep the hide. I'll take a look at the chainmail. It's not my forte. I'm not an armorer, but my sister Elsa, she runs the shop right here. If you want to see about selling that, you'll want to talk to her. All right, let me look at these. Assuming you hand them the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So he looks at them, you know, sort of eyes on eyes. You got these off of orcs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, figured as much. Well, in these trying times, best I'm going to be able to do would be... 45 gold for the whole lot.
All right.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, if you're willing to take that. He goes over. You see that he has a, he walks around the corner. You hear the sounds of a chest opening up. And he comes back with a bag of coins. And you can see that the folks that are standing around sort of peering on, he looks at all of them. He says, keep your fucking hands to yourselves. This is not for you, and I will kill you. And he hands you the 45 gold as he shifts everything off to the side. So, you had a question?
Well, I guess since you don't deal in leather, then I will talk to your sister.
Yeah, Elsa's inside.
What do you know about Chardelin?
I've heard of it. You know, people acting strange around it. I don't mess with that stuff. Heard it makes you go crazy.
Alrighty then.
Especially with these times, the way these folks are, damn animals. The way they think the sun's not gonna rise one day.
So
He spits into his forge. The sun will rise one day again. This might not be today, it might not be tomorrow. And he, takes a look into the forge one more time as he says that.
yeah, so I will not try to sell him the Chardelin spear tip then.
Oh, yeah.
Have him try and make a weapon out of it or something.
I had obtained other Chardelin items that I had given to
Ravenchuck.
Ravenchuck to make.
Yeah, Ravenchuck is currently working on that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, I imagine you guys head into the shop proper.
Yes, at least I will.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just
Well,
trying to
after hearing him say he doesn't work with leather.
Wait, what's that?
He wants to see the sister because the forge guy didn't work in leather.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which he said his sister might be able to help.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head into the other side of this shop. There's just a small door on the inside of the forge that you guys can walk through, and inside you see a dwarven woman with black hair standing behind the counter, and she just sort of seems to be standing there next to a like an eternally burning candle. And when she hears you walk in, she turns quickly and says, shut the fucking door! Letting the cold in. Shit!
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Thought you were my brother. What can I help you with?
I was told to talk to you about selling these hide armors that I have acquired.
She takes a look at them. Says, what'd you scavenge these off of?
Orcs.
Smells like it. I can give you